Hello, 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 guys. I want to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Wherever you may be around the world, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend and you're gonna get to do or you are doing the things, something, or maybe a lot of things that you always wanted to do. Okay, so you are exploring, okay, your new venture, your new hobby, or whatever it is this weekend, okay? And just basically enjoying life because life is short and time is limited. Talking about time and short time, so I'm going to be talking about love today. That's right. When a man loves a woman, love is one of the highest, most powerful energy, not just on the planet, in the universe, and the galaxies. Simple as that, okay? When you are vibrating in love, you are vibrating in one of the highest frequencies that exists. Okay. And when I say love, I'm not talking about the so-called love that exists in the 3D, in the physical world and things like that. And this is not what this video is about today. Maybe hopefully in the future sometime, or maybe soon, I will make a video about the love that exists in the 3D. But we're talking about here real love, true love, love with no limits. They also call it unconditional love, love that comes from source, love that we came here with when we were born in this planet. Okay, especially the chosen ones, the one that are part of the 144. Okay, people that basically divine beings. They have that kind of love, that kind of energy in them. Okay, because after all, love is an energy, the love that comes from the supreme god and goddess. Okay, on the other side in the spiritual world, that kind of love. Okay, so remember that also love has different division, but today we're gonna be talking about romantic love. Okay, and when I said different division, of course some we may feel love for a parent, a friend, and so-called different people. But today we're gonna be talking about romantic love, the love that comes from divine source, the supreme god and goddess. Okay, that kind of love is you cannot get that kind of love in this planet in the 3D. It does not exist. This kind of love is pure. It does not come with conditions at all. It's pure love. When a man loves a woman, he accepts her for who she is, not for what she is. He accepts her as she comes. Okay? When a man loves a woman, he protects you. He looks out for you. He looks over you. He got your back. Okay, he protects you even when you're there and when you're not there. Okay, he's also your spiritual watch. Okay, your spiritual eyes. Okay, he guides you. He respects you. He respects your feelings. Okay, he respects everything about you. He's very cautious on how he treats you, how he behaves, and especially how what he says to you. Okay, because he tries not to hurt you in any kind of way. Because after all, even when a man has real love for you, after all, he's still in a human form. He's still a human being. So, of course, he's gonna have flaws. He's not gonna be perfect. But the same way we are perfect in the supreme God and Goddess eyes is the same way when a man loves a woman. For him, he have found the perfect woman. You see, when the outside world looking in, they probably be like, like she's not perfect. What does he see in her, and all that, that all that negative thing that comes along with it. But for him, he has found the perfect woman. And for him, in his eye, she's perfect. Okay? That is love with no limits. When a man loves a woman, when you are hurting, he's hurting as well. When you're in pain, he's in pain. When you're having a horrible day, he feels it too. Because after all, he's really into you. And I'm talking about all of this like in a healthy way. Okay? I'm not talking about toxic love here. But I will make a video about toxic love in another time. Okay? We're talking about healthy love. When a man loves a woman, okay, this kind of love, it was handpicked. God handpicked this person for you, chose this person for you. When a man loves a woman, okay, he guides you. He wants what's best for you. He's always thinking ahead of the two of you, but especially of you. Okay? He always thinks about how can he makes your life better? How can he help you advance? It could be in your career, your business, or anything like that. He's a great supporter of you. Okay? He's one of your greatest supporters. When a man loves a woman, when a man loves a woman, he brings out the best in her. And that's why he allows her to glow. He motivates her. Okay? He becomes her best friend and also her counsel as well. She can trust him. She can depend on him. She can rely on him. She fulfills him in every kind of way, the same way he fulfills her as well. When a man loves a woman, he fulfills her needs, not just emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. When a man loves a woman, she don't need to look elsewhere because he's taking care of all her needs. He support her in all those ways, also financially too. He's a great provider, not just financially, but provide her with mental support, emotional support, spiritual support in every kind of way. That's the man loves for a woman. He checks on you. He asks, how was your day or how's your day doing? When a man loves a woman, he open a part of her that's been hidden or closed to everyone else or was never. Basically, when a man loves a woman, he touches a part of her that is untouched, a part of her that is still virgin, that she has not opened to anyone else. When a man loves a woman, she gives him a part of her that she has never given to anybody else. So basically, he gets to enjoy a, this gift from her. When a man loves a woman, not only he brings out the best in her. If this woman was walking in her masculine energy for a long time, he activate the feminine energy in her so she can be who she wants to be. She can be herself. She can become herself. She can start walking in her feminine energy, allowing someone else for once to take care of her, allowing someone else for once to take care of her needs and her wants. You see, she's giving that man permission to go there, to go to these places places that has never been explored before. So when a man loves a woman, he opened that part of her, a part that she has never given to a man before. When a man loves a woman, he helps her um, find herself. Maybe certain part of her was lost, and he helped her find herself again. He activates certain things in her. Not just he don't just motivate her, but also um she becomes more creative. Okay, he inspires her. So when a man loves a woman, if that woman, example, is a writer, he gives her inspiration. So she has that need. She get inspired to start writing. When a man loves a woman, he always compliments her. He always let her know how great she is, how she can do this and she can do that. That's a man, that's a love. That's when a man loves a woman. When a man loves a woman, yes, there may be some disagreement, but those disagreements have boundaries. A man will never overstep his boundary when he loves a woman. So, in other words, he's not gonna go there or take her there where she's gonna become angry and start speaking out certain things she may regret later. When a man loves a woman, he respects himself, even though before he may not respect, but he started respecting himself, so he can gain her respect. He start acting a certain way, so not only gaining her respect, also her trust. When a man loves a woman, he does everything that he can not to make her worry about anything, especially when it comes to trust. When a man loves a woman, he's not going to want to be with someone else because after all, you have someone that is fulfilling you in every kind of way. You are emerge in someone, and I'm talking about in a healthy way. When a man loves a woman, he knows when to back off. He knows when to give her space. When a man loves a woman, he treats her here and there with certain things and she don't even need to speak or ask. He just knows. When a man loves a woman, he knows he has to do certain things to please his woman, to please her, to make her happy. When a man loves a woman, he always want to make sure that you are okay, that you're feeling okay, and that you're not sick. When a man loves a woman, when you are ill, he takes care of you. When you have a cold, he's there for you. He checks on you if he's at work. When a man loves a woman, when a man loves a woman, he treats her like a queen. He treats her like the goddess that she is. When a man loves a woman, he respects not just the creation that God has given to him, but also and know that this woman was created for him. So he respect that. He respect the gift given to him by Mother God and Father God. When a man loves a woman, he looks at this woman as the perfect creation, a creature that the supreme God created for him. So he's going to cherish it. He's going to protect it. He's going to do everything he can to make sure there's this thing doesn't crack. It's just like, when you're holding an egg, it's very fragile. The man knows that his love is fragile. See, he's going to carry it in certain way. He's going to be very careful with it, not to drop it or make it crack or break. When a man loves a woman, he doesn't try to break you. He will never break you. He will never make things to make you jealous. He's not going to do things to make you worry. Man, when a man loves a woman, there's no such thing as controlling, possessing you. When a man loves a woman, when a man loves a woman, you are his world. You are the apple of his eyes. And yes, this kind of love exists. It's not everyday kind of love, but it does exist and it's rare. Maybe some of you did run into this kind of love, but you were so unhealthy, you were so toxic. Either you rejected it or you ran away from it. When a man loves a woman, he knows that he's supposed to be the shoulders, the shoulder that whenever she needs someone to cry on, he will be there for her. When a man loves a woman, he's not going to let anyone else disrespect her, talk down to her, talk bad about her. He's not going to do that. He's going to stand up for her in front of her or behind her back. When a man loves a woman, he's not going to allow anybody to talk bad about his woman behind her back. He's not going to allow any family member, friends, or whoever that he has around him to talk bad about her. When a man loves a woman, everyone else will respect that woman because he respects her. Know that for some of you, other people treat you on how your man talks about you behind your back, on how he treats you in front of others. If he treats you like garbage, then everybody else is going to look you as that. Not all people, but most people will. But when a man loves a woman, he will never say anything bad or negative about her in front of people, behind her back, or with his family. None of that. When a man loves a woman, he's ready to disconnect. He's ready to chase away. Okay, he's ready to disinherit whatever anyone that try to talk anything negative about her. When a man loves a woman, she is his all. That's the love. She put him on top of the mountain. When he's with her, he feels like he's on top. He feels like a real man. He feels like he can do anything. He feels like basically just the perfect thing. He feels like Superman when he's with her or when he's around her. She makes him feel this way for the love he has for her or love they have for one another. When a man loves a woman, she doesn't judge him by what he got, or he doesn't try to compare her to others because she's unique. For him, she's unique. So she cannot be compared to anyone else. When a man loves a woman, she will make him forget naturally about everybody else. When a man loves a woman, he will feel like this is his first love, his forever love, and his last love. When a man loves a woman, he knows from the very beginning. He knows she's the one. Because you need to remember that a lot of men don't talk much about their feelings, but he knows. When a man loves a woman, he wants to see her bloom. He wants to see her come out of her shell. And for some reason, if for some reason they can no longer be together, whatever, he's always gonna wish her well. He's always gonna want that for her. For her, if she cannot be happy with him, she's gonna want him to be. She's gonna want her. No, he's gonna want her to be happy with someone else. Let's just hope it doesn't come there, get there. But when a man loves a woman, he wants her to be happy with he wants her to be happy with whatever she's doing, her career, and so on and so on. That's a man love for a woman. When a man loves a woman, he puts her first. Her needs are first. Okay? When a man loves a woman, she makes a home for her. He creates a home for her. It could be an environment or it could be actually a physical home. And he knows that she's the queen. She's the queen of the home. She's in charge of the house. When a man loves a woman, that woman have no issue submitting to this man because this is a real man. This is a man that's proven to her over and over again how much he cares for her, how much he adores her, how much he respects her. When a man loves a woman, he's not overbearing. He doesn't cuss at you. He doesn't put you down, bring you down. Stop acting up in public when a man loves a woman. Not only he will cherish you, but he's not gonna rush you. He's not gonna rush to bring you into the bedroom. When a man loves a woman, he's gonna wanna get to know you, your soul, who you are, the real you. Those are the things that's most important to him, getting to know you first before anything else. Being in the bedroom will be the last thing on his mind when a man loves a woman. He wants time to explore you about your life, who you are. Even though he may already know most of you, most of who you are. But telling him about you will be just a confirmation of things that he already know. And remember, like I told you, men have intuition too. They just don't talk about it or, or show it too much. But they know things about certain women. They know. When a man loves a woman, he'll give you the world. When a man loves a woman, he can read your mind and he'll do things for you without even you asking, just to make you happy. Big things, little things. When a man loves a woman, okay, if you think you want flowers, whatever, da 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 da, da, okay, he'll do all those things for you. When a man loves a woman, he'll be there for you till the last breath. He'll be there for you. And if he has to give his life for you, he'll do just that. When a man loves a woman, that's real love, true love. You rather see them happy, you rather see them alive. When a man loves a woman, even if you're no longer with them or when one should pass on, you could see the other one just living their life by themselves. They're not alone, but know that the love that he had for her, it's unmatched. Maybe he doesn't have that love to give to anybody else again. But he knows that her love is with him as well. So when a man loves a woman, the most powerful energy on this planet, like no other. It's unforgettable. When a man loves a woman, he will see you as perfection because to him, you are perfect in his eyes. You are perfection, and no one can be compared to you. When a man loves a woman, he will tell you that he loves you at the right moment when he knows the right time. He's not gonna take that word lightly. It could be that maybe this man never told anyone before you that he loves them, but he was just waiting for the right woman to say this to. When a man loves a woman, you will know. You will know when a man loves you the right way, the healthy way. So thank you guys for listening to this video. Okay, I don't think I left anything else out. Okay, and remember that kind of love, like I say, it's not a worldly love. It did not come from the world. It did not. But this kind of love can make someone want to live. It can also make them not live because this kind of love that they have for you, they only want to share it with you and no one else. Because when a man loves a woman with this kind of love, only her, maybe it's only her, can accept that kind of love. This kind of love was created or was made for her. When a man loves a woman, she glows, she transforms for the better. Her skin looks beautiful. She smiles a lot. She's more relaxed. She's more at peace with herself. Because this is what real love does. This is what real love makes you when someone has given that to you. Knowing that when this woman know that somebody got her back, someone is always gonna be there to protect her at all cost. When a man loves a woman. Don't forget guys to subscribe to this video, like the video, okay, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Okay, bye.